Welcome to our guide on post-hoc tests. Have you ever run an ANOVA, found a significant result, and then wondered, okay, but which groups are actually different? Today, we will explore exactly how to answer that question using three common methods: Tukey, Bonferroni, and Scheffé. First, let's understand why we need these special tests. When an analysis of variance gives you a significant p-value, it only tells you that at least one group mean is different from the others. It does not identify the specific group. You might be tempted to just run multiple t-tests between every pair of groups. However, doing this drastically increases your chance of finding a false positive, also known as a type 1 error. This accumulated risk is called the family-wise error rate. It represents the probability of making at least one error across your entire set, or family, of comparisons. The formula shows that as the number of comparisons, k, increases, your error rate inflates far beyond the standard 0.05. Post-hoc tests are mathematically designed to adjust for this, keeping your error rate safe. There are many post-hoc tests, but we will focus on the big three. Tukey's honestly significant difference is the most balanced for pairwise comparisons. The Bonferroni correction is extremely simple but strict, and Scheffé's method is the most flexible, allowing for complex groupings, though it is the hardest to achieve significance with. Let's look at Tukey's method. This is generally the go-to choice for most researchers. It is designed specifically for situations where you want to compare every single group against every other group. It controls the error rate well without losing too much power, meaning you still have a good chance of detecting real differences that exist. Next is the Bonferroni correction. This is essentially a manual adjustment. You simply take your alpha level, usually 0.05, and divide it by the number of tests you are running. Because the new requirement for significance becomes so small, this method is very conservative. It is best used when you only have a small number of specific comparisons planned, rather than testing everything. Finally, we have Scheffé's method. This is unique because it allows for complex contrasts. For example, instead of just comparing Group A to Group B, you could compare Group A against the average of Groups B and C combined. Because it allows for so many possible combinations, it applies a very strict penalty to ensure valid results, making it the most conservative of the three. To visualize the trade-off, imagine a spectrum between power and conservatism. Tukey sits nicely in the middle for standard usage. Bonferroni is stricter, moving to the right. Scheffé is the furthest right, meaning it is the safest against false positives but has the lowest statistical power. You usually choose the method based on how many comparisons you need and how strictly you want to avoid errors. When you look at the results visually, you are often looking at confidence intervals. If the intervals of two groups overlap significantly, post-hoc tests will likely show no difference. However, if the interval of one group, like the red one shown here, is distinct and does not overlap with the others, the test will identify that as a statistically significant difference. To wrap up, here is your quick selection guide. If you are comparing all pairs, choose Tukey. If you have just a few specific pairs in mind, Bonferroni is a quick and valid choice. And if your hypothesis involves complex combinations of groups, use Scheffé. Understanding these tools ensures your statistical conclusions are robust and reliable.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.